So what people do you think, like, specifically you could reach out to, like, to help, like, curb this need?
Um, well, if it got really bad, I could contact the people that have that show Hoarders. um, uh, People to like curb my food waste.
Like, yes.
Um, my mom. She would probably be angry if she saw me wasting food.
What tips do you think your mom would give you?
Probably to like not take so much food the first time because she used to like tell me not to like make my eyes bigger than my stomach, to only get enough food that I needed. Also probably to like buy carefully so that I'm not buying way too much food, or like she's like tells me to freeze my food until I need it and then thaw it and then eat it, like with meat and stuff. So she'd probably reiterate all of those things.
Do you think there are, like, any web sources you could use?
I haven't really looked, but I'm sure there are some, like the minimalism blog thing, or I'm sure there are charity websites that advocate for not wasting your food. I bet that that's like a thing.
If you were to Google, like, a way to, like, not waste more food, like, what specifically would you Google?
Like what exact? Okay, what would my Google search be?
Yeah.
Probably like cutting down on food waste tips, or like how do I stop getting rid of so much food? How do I stop wasting so much food? Something like that.
Let's see. What tips do you think, like, somebody else could use, like, a business versus a person?
Like what tips would I have for other people?
Or, yeah.
Well, for like a business, I guess, I don't know, I tell them like not to make, like, I don't know, okay, so I'm thinking about like Krispy Kreme donuts because I really like donuts, but like I know that like bakeries will make a bunch of food so that in case they have a lot of people come in and buy it, they'll have enough. But then usually not that many people come in and buy it, so they get like they just throw it away at the end of the day because it'll be stale for tomorrow. So I guess I would do it kind of on like a like need basis. So like people come in, you're like, oh, wait 5 minutes and let us like fry these donuts, or what, fry them, cook them, and then like as opposed to just having like 13 behind the counter waiting. I don't know. I feel like if you did it like little bit at a time, it would probably be helpful. Just like with the not only taking as much as you need on your plate at once, so that you don't get rid of the extra later.
How do you think saving food, or like how to save food, varies depending on, like, just your everyday life versus, like, a big event like a wedding or a party?
Well, I'm probably less wasteful just like day to day, as opposed to like big parties, like a wedding. There would be so much food left over. I guess like thinking about weddings, like if you did your wedding, like I know that there's like the buffet style stuff, and then there's also like you like a restaurant style wedding. I feel like a restaurant style would be less wasteful than the buffet, because the buffet, like, you have to have so much so people can take however much they want. But if you did the restaurant, like, you kind of get what you get, and then you eat that or you don't. I feel like that would probably be less wasteful in the long run. But I think, yeah, my like everyday life is probably less wasteful than like big events. I know, like, whenever we have parties, like, there's so much food left over, and we have to like freeze it or get rid of it or like pawn it off on other people.
What do you think are the biggest motivators for people to not waste food?
Money, probably. Like, it's every time you waste food, you're throwing away money that you spent on it. So that would probably be the biggest motivator. Yeah. Also, like, trash. Like, every time you throw food away, like, it's gross. Like, it's gonna sit in your trash can because you threw it away. I feel like that might be a motivator too.
Which age group do you think has, like, the biggest problem wasting food, and why? Like, which demographic?
Okay, well, probably younger people. Like really little children would probably, like, I feel like they probably waste so much food because like babies throw stuff on the ground so like that would be a waste. But also like probably like young adults and stuff. Well, my grandma, I feel like my grandma, okay, this is like a tangent, but like I feel like my grandma wastes a lot of food because she will like buy things to be prepared and then they'd rot in her pantry. Like they just go bad. Like they pass their expiration date and they're just like sitting there and we have to throw it away for her. I feel like that's kind of wasteful. But I don't think all old people do that though. So like as a category, I guess I would say that like young people probably waste the most.
Okay, thank you, Rachel, for your time. It's been lovely to interview you.
Thank you.